Hey everybody, welcome to the foundational yoga class. First of all, I want to start saying this. I don't know how many Saturdays we are going to be apart, but will you please make a commitment to yourself that you are going to show up to this class every Saturday, if it's not more. We are doing our part to do this a live video for all of our students, because now we almost like shelter in one place. Yeah, please go outside hiking, walking. We need each other so much more right now, and know that we are all supporting one another. You are always in my heart. I miss you so dearly. I would love to give you hugs. You cannot even imagine. I already miss you 2 weeks, not even one. So please commit to come to this class. On top of that, one thing I want to share with you, if you open onto the news anywhere from the computer to the phone to the television, there's this big information of the situation that we are dealing with right now. And when you buy a whole chicken or big loaf of bread, you're not shuffle it all in all at once, right? That's why we're not going to do that, because we know we are suffering ourselves. But for some reason, we are willing to just, those news are in a big chunk, and that is not healthy. It's stressful enough, it's overwhelming enough, it's panic enough. This is the time that you have to remember to take just little piece, and consume. Do one day at a time. I'm gonna cry. Just because it reminded me when I deal with the postpartum depression. That is one of the wisdom that actually comes from many of you from the studio, especially the mother that struggled in her past. I just do one day at a time. And today I survive. Today I give my best. Today I take a deep breath. Today I look for the beauty, so I can flow out this beautiful energy to myself, to people near me, and to my immune response. You will not function and keep this body healthy if you choose to be depressed, overwhelming, okay? And your body needs you more than ever. So please, for many of us who practice yoga many times, that's one of the reasons why I want to be here for you and you be here for myself. When we move, when we stay centered, when we get out of the class, we feel good. Having said that, my Pandora is starting. Close your eyes, please. Either sitting or lying down. I'm not seeing you right now. Enjoy your comfortable process. Be in a space that you can breathe deep. Breathe with this feeling that you're holding on to, and let them know that you feel them. I feel you, my panic. I feel you, my overwhelming. But this is not all me. They are my peace. They are my embracements. They are my trust. They are my surrenderness to a greater energy. I am all that. Bring those in all and be all. May the expansion be in all part of your body, the front, the back, and the sides of your body. Stay soft in your jaw, in your cheek. Let that softness, sweetness come in to balance out this discomfort, if you have one. And remember the power you have to make choices. You can make choice to do peace. You can make choice, and I want you to make that choice now. I will do surrender. will do peace. I will do love. Right now, in this moment. And join your hands together. Let's place this right in front of your heart. May we start the class with 3 Om together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. And another deep inhale. Sorry, I have to change it because I take out this. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chins, and open your eyes. Please come down to the floor. Have the strap handy. I love start my foundational class with this on the floor, warming up and stretching. Stretching. Yeah, stretching, honey. So she's teaching yoga alongside me. Shake your hands and your feet. Breathe. I mean, she mimicked everything. Not everything, but that is how she learns language right now. And then just reach more out your arms and legs. You can do side stretch. I believe you can see me well as well. You can move your jaw, especially for us who feel tension here. A lot, just move it. Just unstiff ourselves. And then open your arms out. Oh, you have room to open your arms. How about that? That is so cool. You know what? That is not really. Yes, love. Circle your ankles in for one another. That's not happening in the studio, right? And then chin direction. And we go from here to windshield wiper. Drop the knee side to side, feet on the floor. Let's get that back muscles waking up. The more we do this like big easy move, the more warming up the body is easier. We can go intense into the stretching and into some of the poses. Okay, I'm gonna let's drop the knees to the right. And point the left knee away from you, and you can see actually arch my back in order to get that knee further down lower. If that is too much, you don't have to go that far. You can bring it off the floor a little bit. Just know that the more that knee go toward the floor, the more stretch on the lateral sides of the legs, you're going to feel it. And if you want more, you can place your right foot on top of the left knee. Knee further down. And when you have these pose in place, then breathe into your lower back and soften the ribs to the floor. A couple more breaths here. One more. Inhale, come up and chin to the other side, please. Just get into the depth of the stretch that your body feels that it's challenged but still comfortable. Should it be comfortable or should it feel pain? Right? They don't seem to go together. One more breath. And then come up. Now we draw the knees together toward the chest, inhale. Exhale, open them apart. And circle them, they're gonna meet. And inhale, and you repeat. Let's move the hip joints a bit. And we do 3 more. Chin side. And we go from here to a happy baby. I'm gonna act like a stiff person. Oops, in this class today. You can hold your feet with your own hands, but when you tight, you are not able to bend your knees so close to your trunk, and you will not. That means you are not going to be able to hold your feet. So you make your arms longer by holding the strap. Open your knees wide. Ooh, get the knees bent as much as it can go, and just kick into the strap a little bit. Yeah. So you get into the hip. Yeah. You rock side to side. Let's see that. Even though the knee doesn't bend a lot, yeah, you just go into that kind of, okay, I feel the challenge, but I'm not hurting myself. Yes, lady? You're going to let it go. Now we go right ankle above the left knee. I would love you to move your left leg like this a little bit, so in and out. So we're not getting to the stretch, like, and hold it yet. And then bring your left knee in for some of you who can, and hold the legs with the arms, or use a strap, leave you tight, right? And have your elbows on the floor, or if it's not even manageable, just have your left foot on the floor and just hit that right ankle above the left knee, and to keep aiming your right knee to the right. It's enough stretch. It's enough stretch. You can get more from it, you just draw your left foot in, closer and closer and closer and closer. Yeah. One more breath. And then we exhale, drop the figure 4 to the left, foot down, knees up on your right leg, arms wide open. Oh yeah. Enjoy that. Arms wide open. Arms wide open. And breathe. Relax your jaw. May the breath be really deep, deep, deep. And get your bones heavy each exhale. Now we're going to do a little core exercise. So have your left hand behind the back of your head, and we're going to go 8 crunch, cross to the right, okay? Right arm to the floor. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Leg up, center. Now we're going to get the right leg up toward the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, you can hold the back of the thighs, and you can climb that arms up with right knee. If you keep your left knees bent, for some of you that are tight, the chance is that you're going to be able to climb your arms up higher. And that might not be true actually for some of you. Yeah. Just to know that the more that leg come closer, you can see it's come closer to me now, the more of the hamstring stretch you're going to feel it. Yeah. When you want more, you bring the legs more, or choose to straighten your left leg. And really ground it and activate the left leg. And you're going to extend it to the floor. Okay? Actually love that feeling of the ball into the strap. Yeah. And then the opening. So hold both end of the strap with your right arms and opening to the right. And try to pull it toward your shoulder as high as it can go. Now when it's go, you have to go as far as your left sitting bone is still able to touch the floor, okay? When it just lifts, you have to ground the hip and don't worry about the height of the legs. Yeah. Maybe you can bend the knee and open. And actually it's helped to, if you bend the knee to opening your left knee to the left, so that pelvic floor is where it go evenly. And inhale, come up. And we switch sides, so left ankle is above the right knee. And you just extend and bend your right leg, so slowly kind of waking up your left rotator muscles and touching it right now in the back of my hip. And then we go into figure four. You can deeper, but it's not so deep that you cannot hold. I don't want you to hold your right leg and you can't hold it, and you bring your legs in and you just like kind of, you said the word jerk your chin up and hold like this and you just take up your neck. Please don't do this. Just get your shoulder down, neck to the floor, and if you need to use a strap because you cannot hold the legs with the hand because of this tension, the tightness here, it's fine. Don't use it, strap it all, or make your arms longer. And then we change into, drop, figure four to the right. Grab and exhale your shoulder to the right. Soften your ribs. And have your right hand behind the back of the head, and we're going to crunch to the left edge of this exhale. 1. I actually love to do the crunch with blowing the air out from my lungs. And then we do hamstring stretch on the left leg. And we are going to open the left leg and pull it toward the shoulder. Open it to the left. You keep your knees bent, you can open your knee to the right and keep your pelvic floor parallel to the ceiling. Inhale, come back up, center. All right. Hand your knee to your chest, rock side to side. And you're going to roll to the right, come up to a seated position. And extend your legs in front of you. I'm going to turn sideways. For most of the times now, instead of facing you forward like we did in the class, okay? We're going to do the core exercise again, so extend your hands in front of you. And exhale, roll as far back as you can. When you hit your max, stop. Inhale, come up. And we're going to go back right away. Exhale. Come up. Exhale. Come up. Maybe 2 more. Exhale. Keep your spine as extended as you can. Come up. Exhale. And then come up. And then from here, when you exhale, you relax your arms down, opening your legs apart to Upavista Konasana. Move side to side. Get your seat to the floor. And we are going to get into the stretch by extending your spine upward, right, and forward. You start either your trunk is go 90 degrees to the floor, and from here to be parallel to the floor, that is where you're going, but you're gonna go there with the mindfulness of the lower back, that you can see it on the sides, right? You need to keep the lower back especially extend all the time. So keep extending the lower back while you go forward. And you stop wherever it feels right. Okay. And you can see I use my block to help me. Like, okay, this is the height that it feels right and getting enough stretch. Now it's like, yeah, it's there for the pain, but I'm comfortable. Yeah. Then you can go further, you go further. If not, just stay high and just enjoy. You can even rock in and out from the stretch as well. And inhale, we move up and away from the stretch. Let's twist. Please, right leg extend forward. Left leg cross over, and we're twisting to the left. Now I am mirroring you. One more breath here. Nice and deep. And just remember to keep your jaw soft. Inhale, facing forward, and let's go to the other side, please. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Spine long. Exhale. And inhale, turn forward. Now we go into our hands and knees. Remember, blankets for your knees if you have it, or anything at all to keep your knee feel comfortable on the floor. I'm going to go into the hands and knee, and we are going to do this spinal wave, figure 8. Let's do 5 in each direction. And it's sweet. Already did 5. Everybody. And we go from here to thread the needle. So you thread your right hand underneath the left. Left hand, you can go up to the sky and then facing forward, you can see. You can leave it here. You can do it up. You can touch the back, bind it, or extend it. Even with blocks. And then you pretty much have to bring out that creation while you listen to the body. Any places, let's switch sides please. Anything you do with that hand that is not thread, it's just going to give you a different feeling. And the feeling is something like you have to go into your heart and say, oh, do it like that. Yeah, like that. And you stay there. Then let's get up and away from the floor, please. Child's pose. Let's move from cow to side pose here. Inhale, up the floor, round the back, and arch your back at the end. Inhale. Cow pose, exhale, round your back, and go back to your heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, cow pose, round first. Arch at the end, exhale, cat pose, and child pose. 3 more. And we go into our hands and knees. Let's balance. Let's balance. Let's lift your right leg off the floor and up. And see you can feel stable here. If you're not, please keep both of your hands to the floor. I make my hand into a fist because this feeling, I just don't feel comfortable. You can keep your palms on the floor if that feels good to you. Okay, but this is another option. And leave your left hand off the ground. I'm going to hold it. Draw your cords in and extend. Cord in and extend. One more breath. And extend out through the arms and legs. And then you get your left hand and your right foot down. You stay balanced on your left side. Right, left hand, left knee, and extend your right leg. You see it's one straight line here. And turn your belly, your chest up, and get your right hands alongside your ears. Opening the front body. Right side stretch. facing the floor. Extend your right leg forward. Let's go into the lumbar stretch, please. Our hamstring stretch. If you're tight, give yourself a lot of space. Come off the floors a lot. Square the hip, spread your toes, your right toes. Your left toe is already tucked under and spread. Already. Let's square the hip, core in, lengthen your spine, exhale, stretch. Remember, it doesn't matter how low your trunk can go close to the leg. What matters is that how do you feel? Don't think about the look of it. Go with the feeling that you respect yourself first and foremost. And you give yourself love, not punishment. Yeah. And then lift yourself up and away from the stretch. Ground your right foot down. Get your left knee off the floor, and you're going to pivot to the left. Now, I'm going to turn forward here. So I don't want definitely my butt in front of your face. And we come here. Yeah. And let's do Pasarita Padottanasana. Like have your shins in, put your thighs apart, extend your spine forward. Right? And try to get your spine downwards. Go as low as you can. You can hold your feet, great. Hold your big toes, great. Go beneath the legs, great. Just have to still use the height by using the block. It's awesome. And then we are going to twist. So, use your right hand, hold the outside of your left foot. Let me talk to myself. Okay, I'm gonna do my sides. I'm not gonna do mirroring right now. So use your left hand holding outside of your right foot. Right hand going to your back. And then you pull yourself toward that leg. You're twisting, okay? And then you turn yourself out toward the sky. While you're dangling toward the floor. You can extend your left arm up toward the ceiling, and your right arm up toward the ceiling too if you want to. Or bow and touch the other legs. And then we swing to the other side and do the twisting. Right hand on the outside of your left ankle. And pull yourself up that twist. You can open, lengthening your right hand. And from here, turn back toward the front of the mat. And let's get into downward facing dog. Please. Now spread your fingers apart. Claw the palms and the fingertips onto the floor. Step your feet back, at least 3 feet distance apart. Maybe it's not wider. How far your feet should go away from your hands depends on your own body. And you can play around with that, see? Your job is to try to get that heel toward the floor, even though they are not seen to come down, but just use the action of that to get the hamstring and the calf to be stretched, or you can kind of step forward a little bit and see. Yeah. However, you have to remember that you don't want your back to be rounded, okay? You want to do whatever it takes to get the lower back extended or arch. Yeah. Even though you have to keep the knees bent for now, it's better to be mindful with the lower back. Yeah. And also keep lifting your armpits up. Squeeze your shoulder. Every time you inhale and you exhale, just push your chest back to your feet. Let's come back down, take child's pose a bit. Breathe. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Let's go to the other side, please. So left leg lift, right arms extended. 3 breaths here. Keep your belly draw up and away from the floor. And exhale, let it then come down. Turn Your chest open to the left side of the room. Right hand knees is your foundation, and the left side is nice and lengthening. And exhale, we go toward the floor and forward, and you step your left leg forward, and this time we pivot to the right. We're gonna go into goddess pose, so turn your heels in and turn your toes out. Okay. Climb up your thighs carefully. And go up with the trunk, with the chest, with the crown. Keep extending the knees away from one another. This is where your ribs is gonna be so easily to fan open. And your job is to draw your ribs in, okay, without rounding your shoulder, which means you're gonna keep drawing your shoulder blades back. And try to get those two actions. Let's do the opposite thing as balanced as possible. And you can go wide open or bend at the elbow. Just really be goddess for this. We can do this. And you go, inhale, push into the feet, move off from the joints a little bit. When you feel safe, turn your feet parallel. And extend the spine forward and come down to the floor. Bend your knees if you have to. Take those blocks with you, and we do our runner stretch on the other side. Right knee down, left leg straight. I'm going to try to be a good model. Put the blankets underneath. That's how you have to get used to it. Move your props in and out, in and out. Inhale, move up and away from the stretch. We're going to keep going forward this time. So ground your left foot down, and we're going to cross your right leg behind the left leg. Okay. And we do this cross-legged Uttanasana. Please give yourself options to either be still with the spine, but keep elongate it downward to the floor, or move left to right. You need height, come higher off the floor with the spine. Make your arms longer with blocks. And all you need to do from here, we're just going to switch to the other side. So get your right foot out, get your left leg crossed. Keep your spine extend, and each exhale just get the weight to go downward to let this muscle know that I am here for you. Let's stretch you out a bit. And carefully bend the knee and put your left leg feet parallel. Okay. Soften your knees. Hands onto your hip. Shoulder blades onto your back. Push down to your feet. Carefully, slowly come up standing. Now keep your hips back just a little bit while your chest is opening. I don't want you to go with, this is one of my best students, favorite pose, Mindy. Don't do that, please. Don't push that hip forward. Just stay back and work your core. Hi, Mindy. I love you. Let's swing the body side to side a bit. And we are going to do high lunge from standing. Okay. So balance your left leg, and you're gonna get your right leg back. And when you find that stability, you can heel toe your right leg as far as you know you need. Test it to bend your left knee. You don't want the left knee to go beyond the ankle. tone right. So you find your max when you bend it while your right leg straight, and you have that as the width. And then you go accelerate in your spine. Accelerate in your spine. Accelerate in your spine. Accelerate in your spine. And then you're going to come down to the floor. And down. And let's get into the twist a little bit. So right hands, I love to have high, I don't know why, you just feel like it. On the floor, on the block, and you heel to your left leg to the left. Yeah. Keep your left knee over the ankle. Twist to the left belly, resisting. You see my butt go back because I'm lengthening the spine right now. Shoulders back. Get back. Next long. I actually don't need to block it. Spine slant all the way out to the crown of the head. And the last piece is my left hand. I just have to see if my shoulders feel comfortable. Then either go all the way up to the ceiling or inside the ears. And exhale. Come down, and we are going to go forward to our forward fold, please. Steady right foot forward, Tanasana. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Up the chin in, exhale, bow down on the leg, push your eyes apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, put the spine downward. Last one, inhale, lengthen your spine forward and off the floor. Exhale, we go spine extend forward and try. And ground your feet strong, core in. Let's go out, push into your feet up, hug the ceiling. Inhale. And moving your hands wide open. Take the chance with everybody to Tadasana. Breathe. Feel 4 corners of your feet and really ground strongly down to the ground. And we go to high lunge on the other side. Okay? Left leg back. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift, length, exhale. Inhale. Next long. Inhale. Exhale. I need one more breath. Inhale. Now this exhale, we go to the floor. Go toward the front foot first. So back knee and come down, sit. Both hands to the floor and do twisting. With your left hand on the floor, on the block, walk your right foot to the right more than your hip joints. Really broaden your foundation, even diagonal your right foot to the right a little bit. Okay. So you're twisting. Up toward the ceiling. Belly resisting a little bit. Next long, shoulder back. And together. And extend your right hand back first. And circle, 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 circle. Up. And exhale, try to focus. I'm going to look at the clocks a little bit. Okay. Breathe. Come back up onto your hands and knees. We're going to lift the right leg and the left hand off the floor again, okay? This time we go elbow and the knee beneath the belly. Exhale. Last one. And let them come down. Step the right leg forward and get into a lizard pose. Body diagonal to the left. Okay? And each exhale we go spine extend and then move toward the floor. One more breath here, please. And inhale, come up and away from the floor. I'm going to take you from here, so to warrior three. So have your foot in, hand frame your front legs. Get the back knees off the floor. You're going to be there short. So launch and balance and go forward. If you don't have block, you can just go and extend your hands back. Right. And we're going to go from here to warrior two. So you bend your right knee and you land your left leg back. And feel your foundation properly, 90 degree, left leg, right heel, in line with your left arch. And we do reverse warrior from here. So turn your right arms up, inhale, up, 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 up. Exhale, extend, extend, extend. One more breath. And inhale, come back out from the reverse warrior, and we go into an extend side angle pose. Right hand on the thighs, left hands alongside the ear. Hip move back a little bit, shoulders together. And from here we go to triangle, so you straighten your right leg. Extend, your arms up and down. Come off the floor as much as you have to, but keep your spine lengthening. Just block if you need it. Really be strong on your feet, please. And bend that right knee. Take child's pose, please. And come up and away from the floor. Now, we go left leg lift, right hand lift. Inhale, round the back, elbow and knee, extend, exhale. Two more. Arms and legs come down, left leg forward. Warrior three, deep square, lengthen your spine. Use block, hands on them. And exhale, bend your left knee, land your right leg back behind you, warrior two. Inhale, lift your left hands up, go up. Exhale, extend. Right hand you can rest and it's kind of extend toward that back leg. You can even do it that way. Or touch there. Or touch your back and come out from it. Inhale. And exhale, we go extend side angle pose. Trikonasana, inhale, push into that left leg. Nice and strong. Get your body out from that front legs a little bit, right? And arms kind of move. You can leave it in the front or in the back, it doesn't matter. What matters is keep the shoulders together and keep your ribs in. Chest is nice and open. Yeah. And exhale, come down to the floor. Take child's pose, please. Yeah. Baby shark is still famous in this house. Take a deep breath. In and out through your nose. And let's come down to your forearms. Okay. Can you give me a dolphin pose, or I call it a forearm dog pose? We do 5 breaths, okay? So tuck your toes under, hips go up. Put down to your forearm, exhale, put your chest back, bend your knee. Inhale, breathe into your back, let it expand. Exhale, put your chest back. 3 more. Last one. Then we go from here to forearm plank. Remember, the knees is a good option for us when we're strong. Make sure either on your toes, on your knee, when you feel that lift in your core with that pressing down to your forearm, then extend your chest forward. Okay? Then exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Rock your hips side to side. And we go locust pose. So move your hands to your side. Let the palms come down first. Like, go a little bit closer to your hips and turn your palms away from one another. And then inhale when you have next time. Lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the leg. Next is small. Then exhale, kind of soften to the floor a little bit. And then 4 more. Please. 3, 4. And come down. And rest. Keep your right forearms parallel to the chest. Right. You can keep your forehead on that, bend your left knee, hold the foot, and you get the Pada Bikasana. So you flex your knees by holding your foot down toward the hip, but please bring your foot to the outside of the hip, point the knees back and pull the foot toward the crown of your head, and breathe. And while you're breathing, please also softening your jaw, softening the space in your mind, in your body. Let things move. Other side, please. Inhale, come up. Next one is our cobra. If you tight, especially on your shoulder, and you have the round shoulder, not prominent, it's really a good idea to have your arms actually out from your chest a lot and get your elbow up like that, instead of having your hand close to the chest like that and have your elbow back. You see that? This is for people that are not so tight in the shoulders, that you can't stay so close to the body to get that shoulder blades together and lift that pec major, together and back like that. Right? If you cannot do that easily with the hands there, you're going to have a greater chance to do it here. So give yourself as much space as you need. You want that front of your chest to be able to move, kind of wing up. Imagine like you're an eagle, you just start to fly, just go whoop, flap that wing toward one another like that. Yeah, there. That's a good cobra. Even right here, you don't even have to add height anymore. Now, you want to add height, just know that it's going to bring intensity in the lower back, and you have to keep lengthening the spine the best you can when you do that. Right? Right, and kicking your core. Don't hurt your lower back anywhere, shape and form, please. Come down. Rest and rock your hips side to side. And that even if it doesn't really help you to move this part of the body well, I have to say, interlaced the hands behind your back will help a lot. And if you tight, instead of interlace your hand, just use a strap. Give your shoulder a lot of room to move up and together. Okay. You want that action for the when you have it, just lift the chest, lift the leg. Yeah. And that hand will interlace it, extend it back and up. Yeah. Or cobra. Yeah. Couple more breaths here. And exhale, come down to the floor, please. Stand the hands, rest your forehead on it, and rock your hips side to side. We're almost done, everyone. I keep looking at the clock, don't worry. And inhale, come up and away from the floor. Now, I would love to give this time for our beloved pigeon pose. So you can do your full pigeon pose or go into your back or sitting. Right. And we do the right leg first. Let me take a look for sure. I need to wear glasses, sorry. Cannot see things clearly. All right, yeah. I still have 7 minutes left. One more breath, please. Let's change sides. Remember, move those hip joints around. Make sure you feel good first before you change to the other sides, okay? Couple more breaths here, please. And then relax. Please let's join one another back onto our back. Just check the back muscles a little bit. And you drop them side to side. It's a good way to check it. And we're going to go into our bridge pose. Okay, here we go. Feet onto the floor. Open your arms wide. If you tighten the shoulders, it's going to help you to get that head of the arm bones back to the floor easier. Okay, I'm going to do it that as you can see. Here, that. And leg is long. And put your feet down and forward. Any one of you who are not so tight, you can move your hand closer, closer, closer to the hip, or you can interlace them. Right. And exhale, come down. I want one more, please. So let's rest for a couple more breaths here. Last one. Bridge pose. Remember to create room for your throat. Don't tuck the chin, not the shin, the chin to your chest, please. You hear me correcting my English a lot. I do a lot of that. And it's always like imperfect. And many of you say, of course, that is fine, Aphinya. Yeah, it is. And it's come down. Knees in, drop them to the right. I'm going to stay here for 5 breaths. Really get that shoulder to be grounded to the floor. Each exhale, please. Really let go. Let go of your legs. Let go of your hips. Let go of your back. Let go of your arms and legs. So please go back to your arms. I do start to feel hungry. I choose peace. I do calm and come back up center. The last pose. Let's put the block underneath our sacrum and extend our legs out of the ceiling, please. Let's do it 7 breaths together. Any one of you, of course, who can go into cloud pose, and we love that, right? You want to go up into your own hand and hold the legs up, feel free to do that. Just make sure that you will work to keep the chin open away from the chest. So what the clouds look like, if you're asking me, you want to get the legs over, right? You can hold the back, you want it to help, let's go over, there. If this can be plowed very beautifully, even though your legs are not really touch the floor, you get a sense of the pose. Just to know that the more your legs go over, like the more weight go onto your neck, and the fight, it has to be very conscious and very strong to keep the chin open away from the chest. Yeah? And your destination is the floor. Right? Some of you, your bone structure is built beautifully for that. Enjoy it. Yeah. Some of us are not, and we not choose to do that because that's not enjoyable, and it's okay too. That's why we're so unique. That's why it's making more so beautiful as it is. I think, let's get out from it. And please take Shavasana. I'm gonna be sit my mouth very soon, but I'm gonna leave you with Shavasana on your own. Okay, I have a baby to take care of. I better switch and take a mom's role now. I leave her pretty much 2 to 3 hours, and I'm glad that she's not crying. Take 5 to 10 minutes of the Shavasana on your own. Next week, I probably will tell you like what channel of the Pandora that they use to play the Shavasana for you, and give yourself 2 to 3 minutes of meditation on top of that. And while you are in this so mindfully, remember to stay calm, to choose peace, to choose acceptance, to choose love, to choose trust, and send those energy out from you to me, and from me to you, and to one another. Energy flow is affect us. We cannot feel it easily unless somebody helps us, but it's essential. Don't underestimate that. And I will be here again online next Saturday, as many Saturday as it needs to keep you and me grounded and calm and happy. Remember, I want you to commit to come to this class. I see you next Saturday at 11 o'clock, everybody. Namaste.